We had a client one time, he was in his late 80s and his daughter was in her 40s. And when he came and set up his trust, he set it up so that his daughter did not get any inheritance, no matter when he passed away, until she was 65 years old. And I was actually pretty surprised by this. And I asked him, why are you waiting so long for her to get her distribution? Because if he were to die right at that moment, it would be 20, 25 years before she got anything. And quite simply, he said, if I give her $10, she's going to spend 20. He's like, I don't trust her with her inheritance. So this was a parent who knew what his child was like when it came to money. And you know the same. You know how your children are going to react with money. You know how they're going to react with healthcare decisions. And that's why I always tell people to pick the correct person for the correct fiduciary roles. While you might have one son or daughter that's really good with the healthcare decisions, the other one may be really good with money, and vice versa. And maybe neither one of them is good with money. And that's why we talked about a corporate trustee in a previous video. But that's why an outright distribution can backfire on your estate plan. If you give whatever it is, $50,000, $100,000, $10 million to your child outright, then they may blow that money very quickly. And if, like that gentleman I talked to at the beginning of the video, if you know your son or daughter is going to spend double what you give them, well then don't give it to them outright. Put brakes on it. Make sure that there are things that are in place to protect that money, not necessarily just to protect the money, but to protect them from themselves. You'll hear a lot of estate planning attorneys talk about HEMS, H-E-M-S, health, education, maintenance, and the support. So a lot of times we will set up estate plans that say that their child will never actually get the bulk of the money that's in there, but they can use it if they have an independent trustee for any one of those standards for health, education, maintenance, and support. As you can imagine, this pretty much covers anything or most things that happen in somebody's life. So you know that your money is going to protect them. And then maybe later on that money goes to their children and then maybe to their grandchildren. So it's up to you how you want to set up your trust. It's up to you how you have really kind of decided how your children are with money. And if they're not good with money, then you have to put things in place to protect them and future generations. Another thing we see people do all the time is maybe they don't do necessarily a HEMS standard, but maybe they say that they only get a little bit of money every so many years. That's another popular option, especially when people have kids that are teenagers or maybe pre-teens, and they set up something to say that they get money up until college under the HEMS, so college education, and so they're protected under the HEMS standard up until their college, and then maybe when they reach 25 years old, they get 10% of the estate. And then maybe when they are 30, they get another 20%. And they make that distribution every so often. So what ends up happening is two things. You've protected the money, you've protected your child from spending the money, and you potentially have also provided them with a lot more money than they started out with. Because if they're not getting that money immediately, instead it's spread out over 15, 20 years, that's 15, 20 years that money can continue to grow. So when they do get the final distribution in 10 or 15, 20 years, it's a lot bigger than what it started out. So really think when you're putting together your trust, how you want to distribute your assets to your children. If you've got one of them who's going to spend a ton of money very quickly, then don't give it to them outright because it's going to backfire on them actually. And then if you have another child who's really good with money, then maybe you do consider having them get an outright distribution. Maybe you introduce them to your financial advisor, and so they can continue to make wise decisions throughout their lifetime as well. All of this, talk to an estate planning attorney, talk to a financial advisor, talk to your CPA. You need a team to make certain that you and your family are protected.
I know I've thrown a lot at you today, so that's why we've prepared our free guide on estate planning. I'll put a link to it in the description below and in the comment section below that so that you can download it and get started in the right direction. And to help you out even more, watch this video up here and this video up here. If you enjoyed this video, then guys, please smash that subscribe button and click on the like button. And also click on that little bell so you'll get notified every time we post a new video. Have a great day and an awesome week. And as always, thanks for watching.